it's Rick. It's been about a year, maybe a little more, since I posted anything. So I wanted to kind of give an update as to what I've been doing. I think the last video I posted had, I think it was when I put a new chuck on my drill. I started working on a cart for my welder, so I can move it around the garage when I'm using it. I worked on that for a while. It seems like it takes 2 to 3 times as long, for me anyway, to do anything when I'm trying to make a video of it. So I worked on that welding cart for a little while, and then I took a job doing deliveries for a local auto parts store. Did that for about a month and a half. After the first couple of weeks of doing that, I had some people approach me that I used to work with when I worked for the Department of Transportation. They asked me to come work with them doing quality control testing. They were an asphalt supplier, and they wanted me to do some QC testing for their asphalt for them. It was kind of a situation where they wanted me to come work with them for a while and train another guy that didn't have any experience. And we went into the deal with the understanding that it would just kind of be a part-time thing. Started doing that about the middle of May. I worked between 40 and sometimes over 65 hours a week doing that. That was a lot of hard work in a hot, miserable lab. Not the best conditions I've ever been in. But I did that till the end of August. During the summer, I spent a week with the Scouts for their summer camp. And during that week, I had an opportunity to climb Mount Naomi with the Scouts. It's one of the high peaks. It's the Cache County High Peak. I'd never been up there before. So I went up there with the Scouts. It was while we were doing a hike from point A to point B, so we just kind of took a little side trip. It was, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile off the main trail over to the peak, and went and saw Naomi Peak. I also took a week off that summer to go do a canoe trip with my family up on Yellowstone Lake. We've been trying to do that every time we get a chance, and we did that this past summer as well. Good heavens, this road is closed now. I'm just up here right now kind of seeing what the snow's doing up here where I moved to. And there's still lots of snow up here, and the gate's across the road, so I guess I won't go any further up this road. So I did that quality control job till the end of August. Then I quit that. We put our house up for sale. Had an offer within a couple of weeks, and a couple of weeks later that offer fell through. Had another offer a couple of weeks later, and that offer was a good offer, so we worked towards getting moved. I went and talked to my dad, asked him if he had a 16-foot flatbed utility trailer. Went and talked to him, asked him if I could borrow his trailer to help get moved, and he said I could borrow it as long as I never brought it back. So that's what we did. I took the trailer. It wasn't in as good a shape as I had hoped it was. I ended up having to put a new deck on it, had to buy new tires for it. The tires on it were 23 years old. Had to replace those tires. Once we got that trailer all roadworthy again, started moving stuff out here where we're at now. First load out here was my CJ5 Jeep on that 16-foot trailer. Took 2 more loads of miscellaneous stuff on that little trailer out here. Then I took 2 loads with a borrowed 16-foot enclosed trailer, borrowed from one of my wife's cousins. And then we were able to borrow a 27-foot enclosed trailer from another one of my wife's cousins. Took 2 loads in that. Then took another load, just kind of a cleanup load with the 16-foot enclosed trailer. And then the last thing that we hauled out here was the Toyota 4Runner on that 16-foot flatbed again. The reason I had to do that about maybe a month before we had to be out of the house, the Toyota developed a really bad vibration. So anyway, we hauled it out here, and after I spent a couple of weeks unpacking and organizing all of our stuff where we moved into, I took the Toyota in the garage, started looking at it, found out that all that vibration was caused by a simple rear brake shoe pin that had snapped and it broke. So all I had to do was take it apart, get a new pin and replace it and put it back together. And it's been running good ever since. So once I got the Toyota running again, started kind of exploring. One day I went for a ride to a place called Red Canyon. So I spent about an hour and a half there maybe, just kind of seeing what the light was going to do. By then the light was just about gone. It was getting late. Walked back to the Toyota and got in and got ready to leave. Then I looked over to my left and saw a small herd of bighorn sheep, which had probably been sitting there for the whole time I had been there, and I hadn't even noticed them. So I snapped a picture of them really quick. While I was driving over to Red Canyon, past some pretty neat looking rock formations. So another day I went looking for a way to get to them to maybe take some pictures there. In the process that I found looked like some homemade signs to a place called Moonshine Arch. So I went and found this Moonshine Arch. It's a pretty neat thing. I didn't know it was even out here. I snapped a few pictures of that. After that, another place I went to is the Ouray National Wildlife Refuge. Made a couple of trips out there. We saw some deer, porcupines. There's tons of porcupines there. Bald eagles. What else did I see? A lot of geese, ducks, cranes. Anyway, that's what I've been up to over the last year. As spring continues to melt the snow out here and the roads dry up, if I happen to do anything fun or see anything cool, I'll see if I can't remember to post a video of it. Thanks for watching.